Thank you very much. Coach spoke about emotion there. It goes both ways. So I'm just trying to avoid being Kevin Durant in his MVP speech. That's my goal. If I get away without any collateral damage, that would be great. Um, I would love a team up here and with me. It'd be a lot less lonely for a start. But it's an individual sport. We kind of touch on all the time, but it is impossible without a team and a family, which kind of knit together so well. And certainly for those who are successful, it needs to be that way. Without that cohesion of family and team, then you're not going to succeed, or certainly less likely to. So a lot of people to thank, but I'll try and keep it somewhat condensed. My parents, who are here from Scotland at the moment, they, they've always been there. Very fortunate that they've always been there, even when as a teenager you don't think you need them, but they were always there and kind of helped me, gave me all the tools that I needed to be the runner that I turned into, but more importantly, the tools that taught me how to be a good man and a good husband. Unless my wife here has something to say about that, but hopefully she doesn't. And I think as a teenager and even a younger adult, I didn't realize kind of quite what it meant until becoming a father myself. The strength and the courage it took to help their little boy go to the other side of the world, and kind of leave me, let me go. I don't know if I would have the strength and courage to. Well, maybe at the moment, because they're 5, 2, and 7 months old, so they can go away for now if they want. But I don't know if I would have that strength and courage to kind of let me get on that plane and come to America and strive for my American dream. So thank you for putting your emotions and your fears aside and letting me kind of take on the world. Thank you to my amazing wife. Just butter her up so she does think I'm a good husband. Who has been by my side since we met here at TU. Meredith played tennis here at TU, so we met here, and we're doing all right so far. Thank you for your selfless support throughout the years, and effectively changing your dreams to align with mine. That's certainly not overlooked. Athletes are very kind of complicated creatures, for lack of a better term. Not always the easiest to get on with and support when we get so enthralled and so caught up in what we do. So thank you for always being there to celebrate in the good times, but more importantly to help me out of the well that can be kind of all consuming when it doesn't go so well. And effectively being a single parent when I was gone for 6 to 7 months out of the year, and I came home to the same amount of children as I left, which is a good idea. So, there's like I mentioned earlier, there's so many people who helped me achieve my dreams, but there's also 3 humans that have literally woken me from my dreams many a time, and so I would be remiss not to mention our 3 children, who are the biggest source of inspiration that anybody could ever ask for, and I'm sure only the parents in the room will be able to understand that. Who knows, maybe I'll be on the other side of this stand, welcoming them into the TU Hall of Fame one day, maybe, which goes back to me probably not being able to let go of them. Thank you to all my coaches and teammates, but especially Coach Gully and Taylor Gully. Without their guidance and support, I simply wouldn't have been able to achieve what I had. during my time at TU. A quick story about Coach Gully, and kind of what they were kind of touching on a little bit. You saw my painstaking loss by thousands of seconds at my first NCAA championship down in College Station, and yeah, I mean, I didn't go to plan, but before the race, it was pretty common to approach coach and say, "What's the game plan here? You've got a stressed out athlete who's trying to make sense of the world, make sense of their emotions and their situation that they're in." And he looked at me and goes, "You know what to do." And I turned around and left him. And I thought, yeah, wait, I don't have a clue what I'm doing. And so kind of managed to deal with the panic and just get my spikes on, get out on the track, and maybe if he'd given me better tactics, I maybe might have won that race. You never know. But after the race, as Taylor and Coach Gully were talking about, they said everybody was ecstatic, and I was the opposite. I'd lost, I hadn't done my job as far as I was concerned, and he said, "Don't worry, you'll get him next year." And as you saw from the next video, we did get him next year and won Tulsa's first individual NCAA title. But that's not just me. It was, you get to these national meets, and there's your Oregons, your USCs, your major programs show up with busloads of people, and it was me and Coach in a Suburban, and we rocked up. It was the two of us, and we got the job done, and it was just one athlete and one coach, and we went into the Lions Den and kicked ass. And I think the important thing and what I need to touch on is that that's not just me. It's not just me and Coach. It's the University of Tulsa. That's the thing that I love probably the most about TU, is it doesn't matter what the big schools are doing. Tulsa creates champions on the track and every other arena that we compete in by creating champions in life, creating adults that do it, they get it done. Yeah, and I wrote down here that I was thinking about what matters at TU, and the first thing that came to mind, which coming from an athlete is maybe shocking, but education matters here, relationships matter here, life, love, faith, and happiness all matter here, and that's important. The TU community takes hardworking kids and creates multifaceted adults that are ready for the world, who rise up and take on the big dogs and win time and time again. I was always incredibly proud to wear the Tulsa logo on my chest, and I was sponsored by Adidas when I was a professional athlete, and we were a Nike school when I was an athlete, so I wasn't able to wear the Tulsa logo for years. And after retiring from running, I've dug out all my old Tulsa gear and get to wear it everywhere, which is just great. But I've also, I've raced all over the world, in Olympics, World Championships, European Championships, and countless races in between. And whilst I always ran with different flags and logos and brand names on my chest, the thing that will always stay true is that I'll carry Tulsa's famous script logo that we had on our singlets in my heart forever. And I think my final thank you goes to everybody that's here tonight, and the rest of the TU family are not here. Thank you for opening your arms to this kind of rough around the edges Scottish kid, and giving me an opportunity to fall in love with Tulsa, fall in love with America, and I can't thank you enough.